let's just run it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Dismiss it.
What you saying, chat? What you saying, boys? Sending the announcement in right now. Mate. What you saying, boys? Roadman Lou, I'm just sick as a dog today, man. I feel absolutely fricked. I feel so fucked. Oh, mate. Still got to come on live though, man. Oh, mate, I feel awful. I feel absolutely awful. What you saying, though, man? Morning, T1. What you saying? What you saying, Jed? What you saying, Reeks? What you saying, Cam? What you saying, Trap? Nick? John? What you saying? Vgok? What you saying? Mehmet? What you saying? Pascal? John? Tommy? What you saying? Yeah, man, Jed. Feel horrible. What you saying, Tommy? What you saying, David? What you saying, Staccato? What you saying, Jim? Dedication, still coming alive when sick. Yeah, you got to practice what you preach, innit? I do always say you should be in the markets every day, no matter what. It's kind of a luxury of what we do. Is all we've got to do is just fucking sit here, aren't we? So. About 2.7%, bro. One. Got TP Asian low. You reckon it can get there? It should do, bro. It should do, really. It really should do. It's fucking hood jarring. Do you know what? I'm wearing a fucking. I don't really care, but I mean, navy on navy and that. Do you know what I mean? Where do you place trade? What do you mean, bro? So we're basically trying to trade down to the Asia low, which is here. We know the market's always attracted to the Asia low, so that's basically what we're trying to trade price into. For some reason you man can barely see this on TikTok, so I'm gonna make it a little bit better. You fucking put this on. Put this fucking hat on instead. Yeah, man, if any of you men are in any other trades, let me know, man. Let me know, man. Let me know what other pairs we're trying to trade. Oh, bruv, I feel awful, man. Absolutely awful. I haven't felt like this in a minute, bruv. Come on, Tommy. Get yourself back to bed. I'm gonna go back to bed at like 10 anyway, half 10, something like that. Want to see this trade play out and see what happens to it. What's the reason you're in short? Who was on the bag last night? Nah, never, man. I had time frame bias on EU. Yeah, I'll go through EUs just in a sec. What's everyone's thoughts on GUALG? I'll have a look. Can you explain when you entered the trade? Anyone else waited for bullish move? Morning, Lou. Will you be looking for an ALG on the EU after the low gets taken? It depends what time it is, but I'm more bearish from this level anyway. Continuation from yesterday. Look into oil or oregano, mate. Why is that? Josh? Yeah, so this trade essentially is based around the 4 hour really, where you've got the 4 hour candle high was the main liquidity draw. So you can see the 4 hour candle high was swept. You then want to trade it down into the 4 hour low, which I mean that move has happened, but I just want to continue it down to the Asia low. It's basically the exact same as an ALG trade, just slightly earlier. So for example here you can see we swept the high. Fuck me. We swept the high of that 4 hour candle. For some reason, bruv, you lot on TikTok are seeing everything like so light. It's nowhere near this light on my fucking laptop, my PC, whatever the fuck it is. It's nowhere near this light, but so yeah, we wait for that high to get taken. After that high gets taken, you just mark out your fair value gaps, and then basically you're waiting to see if price wants to continue the uptrend from your fair value gap, so continue up like that, or if you want to reverse and close below. And then when we close below, that means that this area here flips from a bullish zone to a bearish zone. So that was basically the bias. On the lower time frame was just a 4 hour sweep, inversion fair value gap, aiming for time-based liquidity being the Asia low. And then in terms of higher time frame, basically it goes into what I was talking about yesterday really, but if you go on the daily, so as we said, we wanted the first few days of the week, so obviously we're in a downtrend overall, as we've said, breaking lows, and so we basically want us to break this next low. Obviously it looked like for the first few days of the week we was actually moving up, so we wanted price to move up to one of our points of interest. So for example this order block here, or the fair value gap just below it, but like this order block here. So essentially the idea is that we continue this bearish trend of breaking lows. So our range high is here, our range low is here. We've come up to our initial order block, so we just want, this is the main move we're part of, and then just obviously on a closer basis, basically the same thing, just smaller. So order block, high, low, external low. So yeah, just want that next move down, which is obviously a part of this greater move down. So it's really just internal to external chat. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty simple shit. Pretty simple stuff. Obviously, the first two candles of the week meant that we're at quite a premium point in price as well, which is decent. Let's have a look at GU as well. So GU played out really nice yesterday. GU's been very strong as well. Now, a lot of people are talking about GU buys, but I'd still be looking at sells. We've got CRT of this candle here. We haven't actually reached the low yet. We came very close, made an equal low, and then just sort of left. So I'd still be looking for that to get mitigated. We may want to come a little bit higher up to this order block. I don't massively see us taking the Asia higher. I mean, we might. Obviously, we've got an order block slightly higher. To be fair, I'd only really be looking to trade EU, especially these last few days. You can see GU has been GU's been very, very erratic. Even yesterday, you can see DXY and EU had nice sort of entry opportunities to then take this low and see this main low. Had nice entry opportunities for it, as did EU. You can see nice entry opportunities if you was in the live. We got in the longs there to take this high, but then you can see GU, it had already taken the high by like 7 AM yesterday, which just shows that it was a lot stronger, and then it obviously pushed up quite a bit higher as well. So yeah, GU is not really the nicest pair in the world, to be honest with you. We filled this fair value gap here, so really we should just continue down, to be honest. Really, we should just continue down from that fair value gap there. I mean, I don't really care what GU does. I just want EU to continue to this low. But yeah, that's about it, chat. That's about it. Except now, I want to ask a question. Oh, what are you talking about, mate? Just ask a question then, bruv. Cold this morning, lad. Yeah, I've just felt better ill, innit? Feel better ill. Feel horrible, man. Absolutely horrible. You know when you're just aching as well, like every fucking bone in your body just aches, like you're about 85 years old. Autumn budget, so GU might be nice short. What time's that coming out? Is that even on? Yeah, 12:30. So the budget is at 12:30, so there's a lot of anticipation for the pound. We're all about to see how much the Labour government's gonna fuck us. Someone said oil and oregano. It's good for feeling unwell. I haven't been ill once this year. Fair play. What oil though? Olive oil. That edge, trust me, that is the edge of a wedging. We should hit the low though. In the gold long, you think they'll increase tax? Well, they are going to increase tax. It's just what tax they are going to increase. She just basically shot herself in the foot. She said, oh, I'm not going to increase income tax. Then it become blatantly obvious that you need to sign. I'll put it this way. Let me explain it in football terms, yeah? It's like Mikel Arteta saying, we're not going to sign a striker, right? We're not going to sign a striker. It's not happening. We're not going to sign a striker. And then come January, every single one of our strikers gets injured. Every single one of them. We haven't got a single striker. Because he's promised he's not buying a striker, he tries to compensate by buying a winger instead, and then buying a fucking midfielder, and then buying a 10, and then buying this and this. Just because, even though deep down he knows that he should buy a striker, but because he promised he wouldn't, he's not going to do it. That's the exact same as what they're doing with the budget. They said they wouldn't increase income tax, and then become blatantly obvious they needed to increase income tax because they promised they wouldn't. They're now getting tax from pension funds, corporate tax, dividend tax, VAT. So when they should just do what they said they wasn't going to do, but they won't because they're scared if they go back on their word, then they won't get voted in again. You know you're ill when you're drinking these absolute greasy teas as well. What a way to put it, yeah, trust. Morning, Jimbo. What you saying, bro? Surprised you didn't manually take profit, edge twice. Let's see what we're coming off of. Let me know if anyone's actually in GU as well. I know a lot of people are talking about GU, but let me know if anyone's in. We've got this fair value gap here, so really if we close below that, we should be sweet. Round trip loading. Let's fucking hope not. Do you think EU gonna go lower? Yeah, I do, bro. I think we should do. Do you trade on fundeds, bro? Yeah, man. I trade really exclusively on fundeds. Thoughts on EG? Let's have a look. Yeah, if I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. Lou, the boy, what do you think of EG? Yen's attempting to trade through the 15-minute for almost 2 hours now. In a gold long, I'll send you it. Sweet, bro. Thoughts on EG? Yeah, bare people's talking about EG, so let's have a look at EG. I mean, I'd personally be bearish on EG. My higher time frame bias has been pretty bang on these last few days. Just to go over what we've recently seen. So obviously, first of all, we've got this CRT, this monthly CRT, which is actually, wait, what is it? It's weekly CRT actually, isn't it? Yeah, so we've got this weekly CRT. So we've got the candle high. So we've got candle A, which is this one. Why is this shit not focusing? We've got candle A where we swept the high. Candle B where we swept the low. What on earth am I talking about? Sorry, we've got candle A here. And then candle B sweeps out the high and then closes back within the range. I'll be honest, I've not got the energy to explain what CRT is. But we're basically seeing CRT of this candle. If you don't know what it is, just watch my YouTube video. But essentially when a candle breaks out of another candle's high, but then closes back within the range, showing that it's a reversal is going to come, rather than an actual continuation higher. So it's good to use on the higher time frame because it gives you a bias for like weeks. So yeah, that's basically my bias. Swept the high, so we're going to trade into that low. And then since then we've just been tracking order flow, price action. So first of all, you can see we had that initial rejection, which broke a low. We then came back up with a nice retracement to this order block. After the order block, we sold off. And this is where we actually caught the trade, if you remember, been in the lives. So obviously had that initial sell-off, and then we had another CRT of this candle's high. So you can see candles are breaking out of it, but then closing back within the range. Obviously also filling this imbalance here as well. So we essentially was just looking for sells there, which we got in the end. So price had that next sell-off, which means it's now had a change of character and a confirmation breaker structure. And then following that, we then had another breaker structure. As you can see, broke the low, which was caused by a price coming into the OTE, or the optimal trade entry. If you don't know the levels, it's just these levels. Screenshot that or something. And then also tapping into this order block. And as we said, had that next sell off to break the low. So there's no reason, in my opinion, to really be bullish on this. We've already seen CRT kind of come through as well. to the upside. So we swept out this candle's low, and now we've completed it at this high. So this tells me that this retracement period is actually done, and we're ready to now go for the next leg down, which should break out of this low, and obviously our weekly low, which is here. Couldn't be asked to explain it, then goes on to explain it. Oh yeah, I know. Just OCD, bruv. And then what even is this? I highlighted this yesterday. I don't even know what. Okay, yeah. So we got this order block from the New York session there, which I've highlighted. I'm actually gonna change it into a line. So yeah, this is the order block. You can see from the New York session that prices even yesterday tapped into once, twice, and then sold off, and then today tapped into and then sold off. I'm actually going to get rid of that and rather draw on the 4 hour imbalance. So we've got the 4 hour fair value gap there, which you can see has been filled initially, and then price has just come back in to tap it one more time. So you can see price filled it, come back up to tap it again. So now it's just a matter of actually looking for an entry. In terms of CRT, we've got 20 minutes left of this candle close, so we're probably going to close within this one again, which shows, and again, another CRT, because we took out the high and then closed back within, well, we should do in about 20 minutes. So then we obviously want price to trade down into this low, which is just a further confirmation. So that's basically my bias. We've already taken the Asia high and the Asia low, so really price is kind of free to do what it actually needs to do now. So you can see Asia high here was swept, and then Asia low there was swept. So we're not really bound by the Asia high and low anymore because we've already taken it. So I'll just look for a simple entry really. Just draw on your just draw on your OTE from this high down to this low. Yeah, and I'll probably look to take sells from that area there. Let's go on the 30 minutes, see if there's anything. No, 30 minutes a little bit too high. Let's go on the 15. Even the 15, there's really fuck all there, is there? Yeah, I'd probably just go for, well, I mean, it looks like we're not, I mean, to be fair, hindsight's a beautiful thing, because I probably would have just said to enter off of this fair value gap here, but we're obviously moving past that now, so we're not going to do that. And I'd say, because we're moving past that fair value gap, it probably tells us we're moving past this candle high, or this candle here. So I'd probably look to get in at this, yeah, this right here. This right here. Stop loss of 5 pips. I mean, it depends how greedy you are. You either take the reasonable option, which is there, at that low, or you just fucking aim for this low here. To be fair, it's only 25 pips at the low, so it's not the end of the world. Lou, what are your OTE levels? Here they are. What are you saying, chat? By the way, if you're wondering what other, what else I'm reading, I'm reading my YouTube chat. Oh, mate, fucking hell. Imagine I got stopped out on G buys by 0.5 pips just because put my stop loss under the bullish order block instead of the low. Yeah, there's no need to be scrimpish with your stop loss. I'll be honest. That's the one thing you shouldn't do. You see me all the time. I'll move my entry or I'll move my TP, but I wouldn't move my stop loss. Your stop loss is the most important thing, really. Okay, we're rejecting off of this. It's kind of a perfect fair value gap to actually move off of as well. Probably are going to come higher than this, to be honest, chat. We're probably going to be targeting this fair value gap here. Yeah, the bias is not incredibly clear, to be honest, because we've had such a bullish last few days, and now we're looking at sells just based on our prediction rather than reaction. So, um, so yeah. So yeah, that's basically the level we're trying to come up to. Looking at EU sells, we still haven't taken Asia low. Yeah, I mean this would probably be my re-entry here if you was trying to get him. EU buys look nice, 1 hour, 4 hour bullish. Ben, don't read AK's message. EU buys, target in Asia high. Ben full port buys to the 1 hour supply on GU. So close to TP on EU as well. Yeah, I think it was literally 0.1 pips off. It's kind of bullshit. But yeah, 0.2 pips off TP. We're probably going to come into this fair value gap here. Like, if you want to learn how to trade the London session, 5 minute and 15 minute fair value gaps are normally what actually, like, how price gets to where it wants to go to. It's just the way you should really look at the market. Like, price trades towards liquidity, but uses fair value gaps to get there. So if you think about our internal, external, we're looking at that as a range. When price is coming down, obviously price wants to just come down forever, essentially. Not forever, but like if an asset, if let's say in a bullish market, if an asset goes like this, right, for years, and it started there and now it's there, it was clearly bullish, so why didn't it just move like that? Why didn't it just move in a straight line? It's mainly because of trader psychology, but it's also due to you need an equal amount of buyers and sellers in order to move the price, so we need to do certain things. So the way I would look at it is where price actually wants to trade into. Obviously we're in an uptrend, so we clearly want to break this high. Most people can look at an uptrend like this and know that we're going to break this high, or at least know that the market wants to break this high. So why doesn't it just continue moving up? Well, for the same reason we said at the start. It's number one, psychology, but number two, there's got to be an even amount of buyers and sellers. So price will use our internal liquidity or our fair value gaps to get there. So we'll come down into our fair value gaps and then we'll come to the high. So the destination is always the liquidity, but the fair value gap is sort of how we get there. And obviously that's how you see trends actually forming. We're taking the high, and the way we did it was by filling a fair value gap. Again here, we wanted to take the high, and we did it by filling a fair value gap. And we call that internal external liquidity, for those of you that don't know. For those of you that are new here. So yeah, and the 5 minute and the 15 minute fair value gaps. So these on the 5 minute and 15 minute is what works by far the best and by far the most responsive for the London session. So for example, putting this into actual practice now, the target in our opinion is this Asia low. It's Asia low liquidity. So why doesn't the market just open and go straight like that? For the exact same reasons we talked about. So it's going to use these fair value gaps to actually get there. Same way it used this fair value gap here and then sold off a bit. And now we obviously want it to come into our next fair value gap, our next bearish fair value gap, to then push it down again. Right now we're having a bit of a retracement up to this fair value gap, and what are we using to get there? Again, these fair value gaps. So these fair value gaps are essentially just how price gets to where it wants to go. They're like the roads and the roundabouts and shit. And then this one's your bird's house, do you know what I mean? You leave your house, you go into your missus' house. But the fair value gaps is like the roads, the turn-ins, just fucking shit like that. It's really not difficult, boys, I'll be honest. It is actually not difficult at all. You just need someone that can explain it to you that's not thick as two short planks, essentially. Most people on this app are just thick, to be honest with you. What model is that from IT? It's not a model, bro. It's just logic. Why aren't you trading GU? It's moving nice. Just not that clear, bro. Not that clear. It's not really an optimal market for me. I mean, in terms of everything, in terms of even the higher time frame, so I've already tapped into this order block before. It's not even a good order block either. It's a pretty dead order block. It's just this one here. Again, for some reason on TikTok, you man can literally barely see that. Okay, to be fair, it is on 5. So yeah, the order block's nowhere near as good because it's a 4-hour one rather than the daily. Also, as part of the same range. Also, we've tapped into it already before, so it's just a way less confirmed higher time frame in my opinion. Also, looking at the actual 30-minute of what's happened, we've kind of left this order block untouched. I mean, I know we've come near to it and then sold off, but it is kind of untouched. We filled the fair value gap below it, so we filled this. But yeah, just one of them, like, it's not the worst, it just doesn't look terrible, but it just doesn't look great. What's on the neck? Oh, it's just like, it's one of them things you put in the microwave, like a beanbag thing. Bare real. It's actually pretty cold now anyway. It's fucking... I can't lie. Wait. Lou, what about the bullish daily CRT on EG? I don't really like it. I mean, yeah, like as a pattern, it looks kind of good, but do you trade gold? Sometimes, bro. I'll have a look at gold next. I'm gonna look at gold next. If I missed any comments, boys, on YouTube or TikTok, just put them in the chat again, because I cannot be asked to scroll up. So please just put them in again. But in terms of this, remember you want one big candle like this with a lot of body, which obviously you can see this one here looks nothing like that. It's massively wicky. We know how that candle formed anyway. We just analysed it. It reversed, filled this, and then moved down. So that's the first thing. And then obviously you want open, low, high, close, which you may have got with that candle there. We'll have a look actually. Fuck it, why not? I've just deleted 119 drawings. Fucking hell, what on earth was on there? Let's see how the day's actually played out. So yeah, you see what I mean, VGOC? I'm sure this was the Ukraine peace deal, wasn't it? Based on analysis, I think gold's going to go up. If there's an equal amount of buyers and sellers, how does the market move? It doesn't mean like a literal exact amount. It just means like an even amount. It doesn't mean literally 1 to 1. Like, it just means there can't be a massive imbalance essentially. It's moving nice. It's trying to go up because there's a weekly CRT 40 pips away. Yeah, that's another thing with GU is I'm kind of on the monthly. It looks really nice for buys. I've kind of been seeing that for a while, and we've got 2 days left. So yeah, GU, I'm not gonna lie, looks insanely nice for buys. In terms of our weekly, we've actually made this year. The monthly has just been insane, especially how we've called it. So we obviously filled this order block in terms of the internal, and then wanted to move to this external range. So that's the first thing. That was the first move of the year, really. It took about 5 months, 6 months. Also had CRT at the low as well. And it was obviously coming off the back of Trump's inauguration as well, which was a nice confirmation that there was a reason to actually have a trend shift. But yeah, we filled that, and obviously the range being from this low to that high. Filled our internal, as we said. You can look at the order block, or you can just look at the imbalance, either way. Then we traded up into the high, so that was really the first move. And then we've just really been capitalising on CRT candles from here. So took the high, traded down into the low, took the low, closed with him, traded like 90% towards the high. And obviously EU and DXY did actually take the high, but this one came a little bit short, as you can see. And then CRT again with this high being swept, so trading into this low. This was the easiest of them all, this one here, which gave us pretty easy bias. But now if you look at it, we've somewhat rebalanced this overall leg that we was looking at, this distribution leg on a higher time frame. So from the order block, which had that distribution to break the high, we have a fair value gap. I don't know if you can see it on TikTok, or on YouTube, but so we have this fair value gap here, which price is filled. So really, we should now continue this next leg up and break this high. Break this high. So yeah, that's that. And also we're getting CRT of that candle as well. If you look at the actual big candle there, you can see prices break. Obviously, price is taking out the low. I mean, we've got 2.5 days till the close. So as long as we close back within this candle's range, then I'm pretty confident that we will just have a major higher time frame reversal. I'm waiting for this initially, and then this here, which will be really nice because that will give us should give us at least 3 months worth of price action with a clear bias. So yeah, that's really important. Is this, because you can literally see we filled that imbalance to the T, to the absolute T, and the CRT couldn't really look any cleaner. So yeah, that's one of my reasons. Okay. Right, nice. We've closed below this fair value gap now, so hopefully we don't have to come back up to this. Hopefully we can just use this as an inversion to come higher. Yeah, it says what pair it is in the bottom right. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say about EG as well. Oh, bro, I swear to God, if we just react off this, I'd actually, to be fair, I'm not going to be that annoyed. What am I even talking about? Yeah, there's 2 main points really, I suppose. One of these 2. But yeah, as we were saying on EG, doesn't really look like the typical CRT. So if you look, if we actually make these, we draw these out so we can actually see what's going on. It doesn't really look like this candle doesn't majorly look like it swept this candle's low and then had that nice high close. Just doesn't look like that. In my opinion, it looks like what we've got drawn on, which is this candle here was a sell-off from this previous candle. So from the OTE. And the candle closed there. And this is the one that people are seeing as a potential manipulation of this low. And then a close back. I don't really see it like that. Again, I see it more as price just mitigating something from here and then continuing that sell-off again. And then we're just hoping for the same thing again. So yeah, that's why I wouldn't really be interested in that CRT on EG. More would be looking at themselves. Look at gold. What's gold saying? Oh yeah, gold, I'm not gonna lie, we low-key, if you man was in this trade, if you man was in the live yesterday, we did have this gold trade which did end up tapping us in again and did eventually hit TP. Obviously we'd long cancelled our limit by then, but yeah, it's the same entry really, it's just the ALG. Yeah, you can see it's the same thing really. Asia low swept, wait for our confirmation, tapped in, and then rallied to the Asia high. You can see as soon as we came to the Asia high again, we saw a little bit of a sell-off. Then Asia session pushed us right back up. So, in my opinion for this, you'd just be looking for continuations higher on gold. And that's about it really. 4 hour looks kind of shit, to be honest. Yeah, the next POI is definitely next point of interest or target is definitely this high here. Where is it? Near 250. So yeah, 4250, which is a pretty key level as well. Obviously we've got to break 4200 first, so we'll see if price can do that. Are you looking similar on the monthly? Let's have a look. You can see EU doesn't look anywhere near as good because it's been a lot stronger. You can also see it's had more movement. If you notice the slight differences in the way it actually distributed. DXY and EU, you can see mitigated this fair value gap here. Right on there. And DXY, you can see I've got it drawn on already, but you can see DXY and EU filling that really nicely, whereas GU didn't manage to come down all the way to here. It was actually distributing a little bit differently. And you can see rather than doing that, it filled a more higher up fair value gap like that. So it would be equivalent to this one, for example, on EU. Right. So it's interesting. You can see how they kind of move in the same direction, but subtly get there in different ways, I suppose. But yeah, with that being said, it does appear to me like EU could come lower. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. GU is kind of the outlier right now. I mean, we have the budget today as well, which again is a higher time frame reason for the pound to be misaligned. So could potentially expect some madness from the budget today. So we'll see. Gold, please. Yeah, the actual CRT that looks nice is this one. As we said, this already been completed. It's a big candle, so that's one you're actually looking for. Swept the candles high to then trade into the candles low. Sorry, swept the candles low rather to then trade into candles high, which has now been completed. You can see, took out the low, continued up into the high. So now then we just fucked about for a bit, accumulating, and now we've swept out the high. And we should trade down into the low. That candle's obviously closed now, so yeah, it's even more confirmation for us. I see U's low-key taking the piss. Yeah, by the way, chat, if anyone needs anything, just drop Richesse Aaron a message. I could sort you out with Discord access. Send you over some videos. You're looking for long or shorts. I'm just looking to stop getting edged, essentially. Are you taking a sweet time? Yeah, trust me, bro. I want us to continue down after filling this. Let's see what you do. To be fair, I love getting edged. When it finally hits TP, it's a true explosion. Fucking hell. Banging trade though, yeah, trust me, bro. I should rally down. Let's have a look at the DXY. Yeah, we're kind of just edging this order block. If you wasn't to look at the time-based liquidity at all, and you're just looking at price action, you definitely say that this is going to sell. Got the low broke, so you obviously want that to continue. Break the low. But obviously that's not really the reality of the market when you actually turn on the time-based liquidity. It tells you a different story. Jack TF, are you watching? Wait, what? Oh, mate. Right, we just need one last little extension. That's all we need. It's just not much to ask, is it? Dollar? Is it dollar? Dollar. Hello, my Muslim friend. I'm not Muslim. I don't know if you said that because I'm wearing a fucking dressing gown, but... What? When Jim Bob sent it, bro. Jim Bob and Apex both signals this. Yeah, we're just waiting for this one. We got edged as hell to the TP, so... Just got this low here to be taken. Fucking hell. Come on, bro. Why is this shit moving so slow, man? This was sent into the I thought Ali G was a Muslim. Ali G is actually Jewish. Didn't know if you knew that. I mean, who doesn't know Sacha Baron Cohen's Jewish? His last name's literally Cohen. It's pretty obvious. What are you saying, Caleb? Quick trade breakdown. I broke this one down literally right at the start of the live, so just rewind to the start of the live, bro. Mum's man, hurry up here, I want to go to the gym. Facts. Come on, bro. GU continuing. Right, nice. Hopefully EG can come up to this older block. Again, man, the end basket moving banging off our levels. Absolutely lovely off of these levels. See, never closed above the fair value gap either, which is lovely. Yeah, man, I'm not going to lie, I might have to start trading some yen pairs a bit more, because it's been getting absolutely bodied with ease. With absolute ease. You can see, that older block there played. EG analysis, join the Discord, yeah, man. Come on, man. Literally 6 pips, for crying out loud. Slow market, I size up a bit, but stops have to be super tight. Yeah, I hear that. I mean, we just go off based on percent of our account anyway. We don't normally really pay too much mind what the lot size is. I had EG short set from the 15-minute FEG, but it's past 10. Fair play, bro. What are you saying, Vex? Nice spelling there, Vex. Yeah, bro, Fanes. The end basket's the index. You should close out. Fair enough. Could you check the DAX? Yeah, no worries. It's Kevin, mate. I know who you are. I appreciate you going live today, Lou, when you're not feeling 100%. Yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good, mate. Swamps, it's not hard to trade. It's really not. I trade futures. Have no clue about your realm, but no trade Sharpie. Fair play, bro. Yeah, nice. I'll continue a bit higher. You're gonna have to come into this. I mean, I don't trade GR30 at all, really, or GR40. Gonna have to come into this older block. One of them. You've more just got to target a level rather than an actual point of price. I'd say probably here. This order block here from 17th of November. I'm dealing with this order block as well. It comes into the actual body. So the actual body, even though it's a tiny little body, order block's always nice when it comes into the body. Like that. Which does happen to be just in line with this 4 hour. So yeah, that's probably where I'll be looking to get in on. If we draw on this fair value gap as well. Oh, actually. If we draw on the volume. See where the max volume was. We're actually down here, which is pretty interesting. EG coming a bit quick. Yeah, I mean even this one here came pretty quick, but you wait for your confirmation anyway. So you can see we waited for our confirmation, so we had bullish fair value gap here. So we obviously had a breaker structure to the upside. And we're essentially just waiting for the lower time frame to start reversing. For the breaker structure plus a fair value gap there, so we should tap in and break the high. You can see we didn't manage to break the high, we actually came through it. After we did that, we made another fair value gap to the downside this time, which told us that we're no longer going to be making fair value gaps to the upside because they're being rejected, and instead the momentum has shifted to the downside. So that's the entry, and then as simple as that. You could have even had it on the inversion of this, to be fair, but yeah, so it doesn't really matter. If you're pranging out, you can just wait for the entry if you want. Yeah, that'll be the general idea. Just realised it shows the actual name, not usernames. Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's probably why I call you, man, sometimes a different name. You going damn, I just came back from Norway, didn't go damn. Bro, what's that even, who even says shit like that? Oh, yeah, I'm going damn, but who says, like, when they go away, who lists all the places they didn't go? So I'd just come back from Norway, I didn't go to damn. Oh, to be fair, you did say you was gonna go there, innit? Fair enough. What was it saying? Was it nice, yeah? You see the Northern Lights? Not even taking a minute, we sound ill, Luke. Yeah, I'm bare ill, innit? I'm bare ill today. I'm bare ill. My days. I'm not gonna lie, this EU could be cooked, and I'm not even lying. Hopefully not, but I'm pissing around for a minute now. So we've got a budget coming out at 12:30, so ACG's kind of, I don't know if you would even really want to risk getting into it. We do have the budget at 12:30 for the pound. Oh, is it good to eat if you're ill? Is it good to eat? So smoking is not good if you are sick. I don't think it's got anything to. I think smoking is just not good in general. But yeah, no, I appreciate that, Trends. Appreciate that, bro. Respect to you for still showing up for us. Yeah, no worries, Kevin. What the fuck is that profile picture? Jesus, Kev. Dry day for me, fair play. What's your advice for GU today after the budget? We'll have to wait to see what the budget comes out as. We'll be watching it at 12:30. I'll probably be chilling in the Discord, to be fair. If anyone wants to chill in the Discord free chat, I'll probably be there, just reacting to it. Macy's going to go live on our YouTube at 1:30, and probably on this TikTok as well. So, yeah. I do need to upload some TikToks as well. Does it historically? Does it cause the Drake candles? Yeah, it does cause them Drake candles, and it's one of them as well where she's talking. So, do you know what I mean? I think May said he's gonna go live at 12:30 for the budget. Oh, sick. So yeah, man, no trades till Slag Reeves. Market seems too sus. Yeah, fairs. .1 pip off. Sick. Yeah, I don't even really know for this EU trade anymore. We're probably about to close above this, which means we're not really respecting these bearish fair value gaps anymore. Honey and ginger lemon tea helps a lot. Yeah, man, it's bare annoying, bro. I used to have bears of it. For some reason, I've only got peppermint. So I've just had to put honey in there, but I don't have any ginger, so I have to DIY it. But ginger's like the nicest bit. I love them ginger teas. You can literally, when you drink them ginger teas, you can literally feel it burn in the back of your throat. It's probably what like crackheads feel like. Yeah, Drake or Diddy candles. Well done, lad. High probability you'll be hitting TP if that's EU. Come on. Hey dear, can you show me at what hour for order block you'll mark out on GJ? I mean, yeah, GJ played perfectly as we'd want. Took the Asia high, took the Asia low. Tapped into our 4-hour order block, went long. So if you was in the live, that's a little banger there for you yesterday on GJ. We've now moved all the way to that external liquidity at the high. You can see this was the 4-hour order block, tapped in, and off of that we've caught a total of 117 pips. So yeah, you're fucking welcome if you was in the live yesterday. In terms of this current order block, I'd probably go for this one here. I'll go for that one there. Potentially just refine it to that 1-hour one here. So yeah, something like that, and then I'll just go on the lower time frame and look for buys once we get in there. Drake candles, yeah, trust me. We are either about to get a Drake candle or a Diddy candle, one of the two. Come on, man, Jesus. This isn't the bottom right, bro. This is EU. Check Discord, do some research into it. It's a strong antibiotic. I've used it to clean an ear infection. Very true. It's crazy how well alcohol helps when you're ill. My grandpa used to give me a shot of bourbon. Yeah, whiskey's good, isn't it? Whiskey, lemon and ginger. I've got no ginger though in my yard. I've literally got no ginger, I don't think. Wild of oregano. 100% pure and undiluted. Oh. Yeah, send me the link to that, Josh. I'm going to order that. I'll probably go shop, to be honest, and buy some of them ginger teas as well. We took the exact same trade, bro. Lovely, man. Let's go. See how this plays out. So yeah, you'd really want to do the same thing as we showed on the other one, which is just wait for the 1 minute to start reacting in the same way that we want the high time frame to react. So got this 1 minute here. So you want to wait for price to come into it, and obviously it's either gonna, I mean, in an uptrend it should really come into it and move off like that, but we're hoping obviously it comes in, closes below, and then you'd use that to sell. So yeah, we'll keep our eye on that, see how it does. We'll keep our eye on that. Bro, please can this thing just TP? Like, seriously, man. How do you make chimichurri as well? I've got a banging steak in the fridge. I'm gonna make I've never made chimichurri before. How do you make that? Well, we're getting edged for about an hour straight. I might as well YouTube it. I want something spicy. I feel like spice burns your throat, or at least gives you like something else to worry about. Do you know what I mean? Right. Is it good? Well, I've got that. What's that? Coriander, garlic. I got that. Oregano. I got that. Salt. I got that. Pepper. I got that. Got that. Red wine vinegar. Got that. Got that. Olive oil. Got that. Do you not put actual chili in it though? That don't look spicy at all. Who in this chat's Asian or black? Tell me if that's going to be spicy enough. Because I'm white and it doesn't even look spicy to me. Lou flexing Panda Premium. How can you even tell that I pay for YouTube Premium? How can you even tell? Cayenne pepper tea. That sounds brazy. But that's just not going to be spicy, is it? Chili flakes just aren't that spicy. Right, let's look at this bastard.
Very simple. Start off with a shallot. And this is a really nice rustic.
Oh, he's such a tit, isn't he?
Sort of wake up for that nice, rich, incredible, intense flavour.
I'll just use an onion, bro. I ain't using a shallot. What am I, fucking French or something? Get on with it, mate. Get on with it, bruv. This whole thing just him chopping up a shallot. Got that. Got that. Got that. Oh my days, bro. This is the worst video ever. I could make a better video than that. I don't even know how to make it. Oh my god. Can someone in the chat just tell me, bro? Is anyone in the chat good at cooking and like spicy food? Good for cold. Yeah, I've heard cayenne pepper is better. Good. Vex, Lou is a better trader than literally all of us in there. What are you going on about, mate? You wouldn't be tuning into the lives every day if you weren't. Lou is a mid trader, to be honest. A lot he can improve on. Vex just says shit like this, just to try and rage bait. So he just tries to rage bait, and then when you reply to him, he goes, stop hating. Sweat it out, G, blanket over your head and breathe till you drip it out. Shit works. Yeah, I might just go to the gym and just sit in the sauna, but then it's kind of out of order because you make everyone else ill, didn't you? It's a bit of a liberty. What you needing, bro? Spicy food. Didn't know what you said. I've got a steak in it, but I want to make like a chimichurri sauce or something. It's the only thing I can think of that's spicy, and it goes with a steak. Bro, can I just see one of them videos where like a Japanese guy makes it, so I know it's actually... Can't lie, that one looks banging. I'm just gonna have to watch this off stream because you can't get a clear answer apparently. Vex is defo Kevin, yeah I know. Can I come link you? Yes, I'll link up on the weekend, bro. You should have booked your name down if you wanted to come, man. Facts, bro. That's why he goes live every day and catches these bangers. Yeah, trust me, Aaron. No, he's just rage baiting, innit? He's just rage baiting. He does that shit all the time. It is Kevin, yeah, it is. It's the same person. Tabasco, yeah. I'm gonna send it into the Discord, innit? When I make it, I'll send it into the Discord. You never told me about it. Do you think the world revolves around you, Kevin? I've said it on live probably about 10 times. You're too busy fucking spamming comments. Told you to DM me. Why on earth would I DM you? UC sells at 5567. Sells down to 5567. Potentially, bro. I mean, seems like a little bit of a random level, but I'd more just aim for this Asia low, bro. I wouldn't really want to be pissing about in this for much longer. Alright, so this is really exactly what you want to see. So you can see already that price is interacting with this fair value gap. So we're coming into it and we are having a slight push off. Remember, for it to actually have been a completed reaction, we need to break the external high. Alright, because this is our internal. This is our external high. So we want to break the external high. So we know that it's active. It's having an impact on price. Now what we want is ideally for price to actually close below. Again, if it doesn't, it is what it is. We'll just wait. Just wait for another range. But this is really what we're waiting for. Come on, bro. Oh. Come on, man. Yeah, it's scam bait, I can tell. It's clearly Kevin's burner account. It's clearly Kevin's burner account. Chili oil is goated. I have it with literally everything, like my eggs are. Yeah, to be fair, I went Portugal. I've got, you know, when you buy like them, I don't know if anyone else does this when they're abroad, but they buy like, I always just buy shit like chili oil and like olive oil and stuff like that off people. Do you know them like old bare Portuguese guys or like old bare Italian guys? They can't even speak English even though they should. And it's in like a weird shaped bottle that is white, or he clearly like buys off his mate or something. I've got one of them of chili oil. It's absolutely 10-10, so I'm going to bang that in. Yo, bro, can you send a request to my Discord? What's your name on Discord, NGX? Wait, did he say porridge? Oh my days, I missed that. Bro said on his porridge. Kevin's lost the plot. Come on, bro. Bro, if these markets, man, slow, yeah, trust me. Then again, you could just consolidate to the news. That's the thing, bro. That's the annoying thing. EG would have been really nice, but it's just, we got this news coming, so it's probably not actually going to be tradable, is it? Again, I'm not desperate to jump into EG, but we've got a pretty clear bias anyway, so even if we don't get a trade today, and we want to come a little bit higher, still think maybe tomorrow or the day after there's going to be trade opportunities. We've got this weekly target, so remember, chat. Like if you trade properly, there's no need to force anything. There's no need to definitely get in. There's no need to take them unnecessary risks. We've got a bearish bias, so if it doesn't give us everything we need today, we'll wait till tomorrow. We did the same here. You can see we swept this high here on the 20th, and then they didn't give us our confirmation, so we waited till the 21st. It was basically the same trade. It just went a little bit higher. Again, there's no need to force it. We had a clear direction, so there's no need to force shit. Yeah, we've broken out that high now. You come above the OT as well. Let's move this up to the side for a sec. Right, let's see where our new fair value gap would be. Probably a bit the same. Actually, no, we've got a 5-minute fair value gap now. They're actually a bit nicer now, to be fair. So we're just gonna again move with the market. There's no need to go get in too quick and break your knobbing off, as Jay so famously says. But we do have a fair value gap now on the 5-minute, so it's way better than the 1-minute. So now we've actually got a bit of something concrete. 1 minute's a bit iffy, but now we've got this, so we should either tap into this, come higher, or close below and go lower. So again, your entry would be something like this on there. Stop loss on the high. Aiming for the low. So that'll be something like that. Again, you just want to wait for your lower time frame confirmation. So there's a 4-hour bearish FEG. Fair play. We do have that highlighted there. You can see the bearish fair value gap. Maybe there's just a lot of anticipation right now. Oh, bro, don't take the piss. This is why I can't stand EG. Fair play. Hello, will you be my father? Jesus. Come with the almond rage, bro. Just weird, bro. Man makes that NGX. I know. I remember your account name. I know what it is. You're just a weirdo, bro. So desperate for attention. Like it's actually embarrassing, mate. You want to grow up a bit, don't you? Would you trade tomorrow's London if it's a US holiday? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, man. Again, the London session won't really be affected by a US bank holiday that much. We should still get the same move. I mean, New York session's a different story. Lou ain't having it this morning. Bro, it's just out of order, innit? Like, it genuinely is. Like, I don't mind having a joke and that, but I'm actually bearer when you're going out of your way to go on a fake account and try and act like you've been scammed or something. Like, it's like, mate, you need to grow up, bruv. I'm all here for a bit of jokes, but oh my days, bro. I lost this song. Oh my god. Bro, I lost this song for like a year. Oh my days, you man, this song. It's got like 3k views. The geezer's got 61 subscribers. Oh my god, bruv. I lost it. Just found it again. Holy dub. Holy dub. On your life, I would go to a Diddy party for the connections. Bro, I don't blame you. It's the same with the Epstein thing. It's like you're telling me the coolest person you know. He's like, yeah, we're going to get my private jet to this private island. There's going to be chicks there. The guy that knows everyone. He's friends with like Donald Trump and Prince Andrew and stuff. The coolest guy you know. Yeah, we're going to go to my private island. There's going to be hundreds of bitches there. You're going to be that one guy that goes, are they of age? Like, you probably would just assume they were anyway. Do you know what I mean? Let's just be real. That wasn't my take, by the way. I've actually copied that take from someone else, but it is so true. You can see how they wrapped so many guys up. EG traded the last 1 minute FVG. Yeah, I'd probably just wait for the 5 minutes. To be fair, we are getting closer and closer to this news. Bro, put it on my life as well. Is that Luke Skywalker in your profile picture? Yes, it is. It's me as Luke Skywalker. I've actually never seen Star Wars because I felt the touch of a woman, but apparently I look like him. So... GU analysis. I'd really want it to trade through to this CRT low before we do anything else. This 4-hour candle low. And then we'll see. Once it gets to this 4-hour candle low, we could potentially see it reverse from this fair value gap. But I do think this is the draw. This vape is making me feel so much worse, to be fair. Get that out of my face. The other day you told me you felt the touch of a trans woman, not a woman. I mean, a trans woman, that would just be a man then, wouldn't it? Holy edge. I feel like we could start. Actually, I don't know. Alright. We've got this 1 minute here. I'm more interested in the. What on earth is this? Oh. Yeah, man, everyone get in the Discord, boys. Everyone get in the DC. We'll see if we get a close above this. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Anything for gold? Not really, bro. I mean, I'd be looking at buyers, Harris, but it's just not really at a nice point. To be honest, my main priority right now is just on seeing how this news comes through at 12:30. I want to see what this budget is. Not only just because of the charts, but also because of our actual lives here. This could be actually terrible. Also found out the other day that they're putting a migrant hotel about 2 minutes away from my house, which is an absolute liberty. Bruv, put 'em next to your yard, Keir Starmer, bro. Put 'em in 9 Downing Street or 11 Downing Street. Why don't you do that? I'd actually love to ask him that. I'd actually like to do that. I'd actually love to ask him that. Alright, we have inverted that now. We've inverted that 5 minute now. So yeah. The entry would be 0.5 of that. I mean, you can't really have a 2.5 pip stop loss with most prop firms, so you just go for 3 pip. Okay, way too late anyway. Alright. Let's go on the 1 minute, see what we're actually doing. Alright, so we've got this fair value gap here. Moving so quick, bro. I can't even hear myself think, let alone have time to place a trade. I mean, yeah, you'd have to really enter now if you did want to get in. This order block here is probably the last point, so yeah. And I mean, even this 2 pip stop loss, you can't even really have a 2 pip stop loss. So I mean, yeah, it's one of them chats. Me personally, I'm just gonna wait for this news to come through. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to take this trade, but it's really nice RR as well if you could potentially catch it. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. If we gotta miss it, we've gotta miss it. 1 minute EG, FEG tap and good reaction in straight cut. I've got Weatherfield 5 minutes away, not good. Yeah, that's jarring, bro. He's taking a piss, trust me, bro. What is it doing? Come on, bro, like. I'm not in shorts though on EG, I'm just looking at them. It's too close for news now, in my opinion. I don't think we're going to TP within like an hour and a half. When's news? At 12:30, bro. 12:30. Yeah, I'm probably going to jump off now, chat, anyway. Macy's going to be live at 12:30. So yeah, man, everyone be posted on the TikTok, on the YouTube at 12:30. Macy's going to be live, reacting to this news and also trading the New York session, seeing how EU plays out. Hopefully it can continue down, but we'll see anyway. Yeah, see you later, reality. Appreciate all you man watching on TikTok, boys. By the way, we are live on YouTube as well, so go over to the YouTube, subscribe over there, get in the Discord. Discord's linked to my page. I've got signals and mentorship on my Discord, so yeah, everyone get at that. And yeah, appreciate you man watching, boys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Sweet. Alright, yeah, sweet you man. Not gonna lie, it was a slow live, that one, because I just couldn't be asked to do anything, but yeah, sweet though, YouTube. Appreciate you man tuning in again. Not the best live, because as I said, I'm fucking ill with shit, but yeah, Macy's due to be live. Appreciate that to hear. Appreciate that, Jed, Mehmet, Trap, Jesse, Nick. Big up to you, man. Valo, thanks for even though feeling not feeling the best, mate. Take it easy. Appreciate that, Kevin. Yeah, big up to everyone, man. Big up to everyone. Appreciate you, man, tuning in, boys. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, man, let's see how this news comes in later. Big up to you, man. And I'll catch you in the next one, boys. Sweet.